morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I see beautiful woods behind you.
It is beautiful woods, but I'm standing here with my arm stretched out and my wonky shoulder will not hold up very much for a long time
Okay,
doing
then hurry
this.
up and do what you got to do.
Okay, we're not going to introduce ourselves. I
Oh,
thought you would take this opportunity to make me hold this position as long as I could, just because you could.
no,
But you're
I don't
not
want to
even going to
hurt your
jump in.
shoulder. You go do what you do, and then we'll when you get settled, then we'll do our
Okay,
introductions.
so we've had some really fun things going on in my house. Sort of a DIY couple weeks, even though it's not finished. Um, we've
And it's
decided to
DIY.
DIY, do it yourself, or do yodeling inside. That's what DIY stands for, if you didn't know already.
Okay,
So,
people are going to get seasick. You better set it down.
okay, we painted a room, my podcast room. I've moved to the other side. I got out all of my beautiful stash from inside the drawers. And my husband said after we put it all up, "Is that all?" And I was just like, "That's a lot." And Debbie's like, "You should have said, I know. What a shame.
I need
I really
more.
need to work on this stash. Just happens we're going to Rhinebeck in 2 weeks. Yay." Okay, so Debbie hasn't seen my reveal, so this is my reveal. Are you ready, Deb?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Ooh, look at all your knitted objects. Oh
Yep,
my gosh, all your socks and holy cow, you've got a. Do you
there's
have it
my
organized by color?
the socks are
No, the
the
yarn.
yes. So those are my socks. Those are all the socks. I've got 8 or 9 pairs because I have FO since June.
Wow,
And there's a bunch of
aim.
my finished objects of my wraps and my cowls.
Uh-huh.
And there's some of Mom's quilts on top with
Yes.
my
Oh, so
bags.
pretty. Look at the little teacup up there.
Yeah. And here's my solids, which I actually have quite a bit. I didn't
You
realize I did.
you have some good neutrals in there.
I
Some
need
good
some
grays and
black.
stuff.
Yeah, I need some blacks and
Dark browns.
dark brown and dark blue
You
navies.
know, I should probably organize my stash in color like this so that I'm prepared for what I need to buy to fill up my
Yes, you do.
variety before we go to Rhinebeck. Oh, look at all those blues. That's
I
my
know. You
favorite
can see
section
what.
right there.
Yes, me too. There's
Oh,
my little.
wow. Nice, Aim. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love your what do you call those little crate thingies? Are they
Oh,
pretty
oh yeah.
sturdy?
Yes, they are. I had to get them online,
Hmm.
but and there's Skyland's little ball with her
Oh
project.
yes, of course.
So we painted the wall
Sea foam green,
sea salt,
sea salt.
sea
Okay,
salt, and that's a shutter I found for $5 at a yard sale years ago, and I painted it.
that's cool, Aim. Okay,
Okay,
so
so
you might have to move your microphone back just a teeny bit more because I don't want
why?
to have
Because
too
I'm
much of
loud.
an imbalance in our sound. It's always a challenge for
She's
us.
so bossy, 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 bossy. Okay, let me see. Maybe you can see some of it from behind. Is that better, Debbie? Or is
Yeah,
that too? Okay.
that's good. Now I
Okay,
just want to
so,
make sure we're even. It's good. I think it's good right there where it's at.
okay. And I'm sweating.
I know we got to take these things off.
I know. Let's talk. Let's introduce ourselves and tell what we're wearing and so we can take them off.
Okay, so we are the Periscoping Sisters. Today is I have no idea what date it is.
Saturday,
October
October
1st.
1st.
Saturday, October 1st. It's
Yes.
the close of our Three Pips Mystery Knit Along tonight, although we're not going to pull until tomorrow.
Lucky
And
everybody.
I'm wearing my Three Pips shawl.
I I
Oh, wait.
can't drink. I can't
You
drink with my.
can't
I'm
drink.
kind of.
No, you just put
I
it
have
down.
to.
Amy,
I need a
you need a
straw.
straw.
Shoot. Because
Okay,
we don't
so
want to mess it up with it because we've moved it several times. Okay,
yes, so I'm
so tell
Debbie
us your
Reese.
yarns.
I'm
Oh,
Debbie Reese. I am Debbie S. Reese on Instagram and Debbie Reese on Ravelry.
and Sue is asking what the S stands for. It stands for Sue. It's her middle name.
Yes, it stands for
Anyway,
Sue. And
well,
and I'm Debbie Reese on Periscope too. We are the Periscoping Sisters, and I got called out by Miss Shannon last night for not periscoping in forever. So we need to hop on and do some periscopes soon.
At Rhinebeck, we must.
Yes. Okay, so introduce
Okay,
yourself.
so I am Amy Meeks. I am the older sister just by 1 year. I live in Georgia, and I am Inked Indigo on Instagram and Indigo Amy on Ravelry,
Right.
and Inked Indigo on Periscope. And I haven't looked through my followers in a while. I'm kind of afraid to Periscope because I'm afraid there's trolls and things on there.
We need to do like Sue does and just show like knitting and bags, and don't turn it onto your face until you see the numbers
Oh,
kind of
yes.
even out.
Even out, go from 3,000 down to 1. I can do that. I'll say, well, at least Debbie's there. We're good. We can turn it around.
Oh,
Okay, so we had a mystery knit along, our very first mystery knit along, and it was so great. And we thank everybody who was just brave enough to get out there and try it. And of course, we're like, oh, it'll be fine. Well, it'll be fine because we already know what the pattern is and we know what it's supposed to look like. Of course, it'll be fine.
I'm so blown away by how many people
I know people really supported
tagging us and
oh my gosh,
using the
I want every one of
hashtag.
them.
I know.
I want every one.
The colors people picked, and several people added their own flair and did some different striping.
Loved
and it was so cool. Melissa,
yeah, I loved it.
Spicy Homemakers is amazing.
Amazing.
She used the different minis, and I mean, it was just you know
really
me. You always think outside the box and think everything is bigger and better, and I always think, oh, nobody's going to do it. It's who are we that people would want to do it with us? So thank you guys so much for
that was really
tuning
great.
in and watching this crazy little show we do and participating and sharing all your pictures with us. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Really, really awesome. So
let's talk about what we're wearing because it's getting hot. I'm going to sweat and perspire.
Okay, so I am wearing Lolo Did It in Mr. Lolo's zombie colorway.
Oh, did he dye that?
He dyed the zombie colorway. Yeah, he came up with it. And then this is Blue Tourmaline, and this is Coal Miner's Daughter.
And and that's in her Lolo's favorite.
This is in the MCN base, Lolo's favorite base. Yes,
mine is as well. And this was Fairy Pools, blue suede shoes.
It matches your nails.
And tea on the green. Yes, I know. I did that on purpose.
Did you
really?
really?
Didn't. No, I didn't. Are you kidding me? Okay, now.
Can we take them off?
Okay, so we've had some really in Georgia. We're really
show yours like this.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Deb, we're going to have to now make a new introduction picture with our pretty new thing, wrap. Okay,
and I don't have a picture of them two together.
I'll send you one. I'll send you mine.
Oh, no, I took them. They were both my shawls, the two that I had knit. I thought I had a picture of one of yours. Anyway, okay, go ahead. Oh. Sorry.
Anyway, I completely lost my train of thought, and that's what happens when you're
You were talking about something about Rhinebeck,
50.
right?
That was ages ago. And I don't remember what I was saying about that either. So thank you very much. Okay, so that doesn't ring a bell. Sorry. Must not be very important. Okay, but speaking of Rhinebeck, okay, so let's finish talking about the mystery knit along.
Okay.
That would be the smart thing to do.
We are easily distracted, and I'm so excited because Rhinebeck is only a week and a half away, and we cannot wait, and we're just flipping out about it.
And you guys, honestly, people don't, let me tell them a little bit more about us if they don't already know everything about us already. And you guys don't realize, Debbie and I have very, very busy, crazy work lives. So every now and then a day goes by and I don't hear from Deb at all. We don't have a text. We don't have a call. I'd say probably 3 days a week, we probably make some kind of contact, but literally 5 minutes before we start the podcast, we get on FaceTime so we get a little giddy and excited because we live on opposite sides of the country. We don't see each other. We don't speak to each other hardly, except when we do our podcast, and sort of it's exciting all over again.
It's kind of like getting to hang out together. We should really try and FaceTime more often in between.
We need to.
It's just like you said, especially with the time difference. By the time I get home, you're getting in bed. So, it just is really, it's really hard. Well, I don't get home real early either. Sometimes it's 6:30.
I know, you get home late. If you got home like me at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, sometimes you'd have more things to knit, and you have more time to knit, especially if your husband was a truck driver like mine. And when he's gone, the TV doesn't go on,
I
the
know.
tea gets put on the kettle, and the podcast gets started.
Well,
So
my life hasn't been real normal right now either
I
because
know,
my husband's been home for
James.
the last 4 months, and a lot of that time has not been easy for him. So it's been hard, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, go ahead.
We have to get to that. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on my little names I give
I
people
know.
because then I don't have any tissues and I will start crying if I think about that conversation. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's finish the mystery knit along. Okay, so
Okay.
now, okay, breathe in,
Let's
out.
let's say what we're going to do as far as winners.
Okay, we're going to give them a chicken dinner.
No,
Okay, all right. So we're gonna pull
let's
from.
remind everybody too, because I don't think Sue and Chelsea, and I don't think Jody and Tracy are going to pull today to do either, because those crazy girls from
Okay,
Canada are playing around at Knit City. They're too busy today to do
that's right.
anything.
Okay,
And Chelsea and Sue, I think they might be podcasting this weekend too. So we'll touch base with them later
okay,
today. Have them pull their thing, or just remind them because they run crazy lives too. And so you have 3 chances to win, actually 4, if you knit
right.
your wrap all in Lolo Did It yarn. You can
Hmm.
post your stuff over on her group as well, and she's pulling winners as well. So you
Right.
have Legacy Knits Nerds is the Ravelry group. You have the Grocery Girls Ravelry group, and you have the Lolo Did It Ravelry group. And then, of course,
And the periscoping
our
sisters.
Ravelry groups,
Right.
Periscoping Sisters. So there's 4 chances to win, 3 absolutely, 4 if you use Lolo Did It yarn.
And I
And
just want to say thank you to the other girls, all the other girls, because they how could they say no to us? Well, they could say no. Do your own
well,
mystery knit along and do your
they're
own thing. So
so
we asked
generous,
them to
and
host.
yeah, and just helping us get the word out. And
Yeah.
I think that that just shows that they really support other makers and
Hmm.
designers, and they're just very generous with their time. So we really
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. And
So thank
Lauren
you.
Lolo, I mean, I don't know how she does it, how she's always coming up with new colorways and always
Hmm.
being so creative. And some
She's
of
like a painter. Instead of using paint, she uses dye. Instead of
I
canvas,
know,
she uses yarn.
I know.
How about that?
She's
She's
amazing.
incredible. Yes.
We'll talk about her again later because I have something else I
Okay.
need to share. Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about the prizes.
Okay. Fun prizes. Okay. So we're going
Hmm.
to pull from the chatter. We have a couple different threads. We have the chatter thread, we have the spoilers thread, and we have the finished objects thread. So I think we should do the chatter thread. That has probably
Right.
over
That
400
and that's
posts
been
in it.
up longest,
The
so
longest.
that'd be
Right.
giving more people a chance.
And then we
And then the
also
FO.
have the FO thread. There are 95 posts in that FO thread. I just looked this morning.
Really?
Can you believe that?
Wow. No, I can't.
I couldn't believe it either. Okay, so for the chatter thread, I will be sending out this beautiful bag by Tika Bags and a beautiful progress keeper by our good friend Melissa, Knitty
Thank
by
you, Melissa.
Nature. And
Knitty
you
by
guys, I've
Nature.
shown this on the podcast before. You've seen it before. So this is the bag. It's got cute little foxes on it.
And it looks shiny on the bottom.
It is. This is like a shiny, sturdy oilcloth, I think it's called. It's almost like
Tablecloth.
a tablecloth, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a cute little drawstring bag. I can
I
find
really
another.
like that with a purple top.
Yeah, it has one of these little
So
things that holds
cute.
it. It has a little carabiner on it.
So
And
cute.
the inside is the same beautiful little purple polka dots.
Cute.
Really, really cute. So this is it's actually pretty big. It could
And you
hold
could
at
fold
least,
it down.
yeah, 1 or 2
Oh,
skeins. It's a
yeah.
good sock size, I would say. And
Even
it's
a wrap or shawl.
by Tiki Bags. And it says, French-inspired, American-made. American-made. Tika Bags. Tika. And then the Progress Keeper, of course, is our 3 pips
3 pips.
Progress Keeper. Thank you,
Loving
Melissa.
that.
She sent us
Thank
so
you,
many
Melissa.
of these, and we're so glad we can share them with our friends.
Melissa is just, she's
So
sort of like,
that's, I need to put together a care package and send one back to Melissa, because I've been very remiss in sending out packages. And
This is what I thought the same thing. And instead, I just went to her shop and bought stuff. I did. I mean, that's a good way to thank
That is a
people.
good
And I love the stuff
way.
that she's got in there. So it's not like it's going to go to waste.
But I
And
kind of want to
she's
send
sort
her
of
a
like,
bag. I want to send her a
she's,
special bag
well, you
because
can do
she's
that.
been
I
so
don't do
generous and
bags.
so sweet. Okay.
And she's sort of like the Mother Teresa of our podcast. She really is. Every time I turn around, and I had Skyline jump out and get the mail when we were driving down the driveway after school one day. She came in. She says, "Mom, you've got to stop buying yarn." And I said, "Who said?" She says, "You get packages every day." I said, "Well, that's okay." And
When
some of
you
them
go to
I don't even
work
know.
and have a good job and make good
That's right.
money,
You can get
you can
packages
get
every day.
packages every day too.
You can get a package from Santa every day if you'd like. Hanukkah all year round. Okay, so let's show them the bag for the finished object, and I'll show what I'm sending for the finished object
So I
winner.
have to tell a little bit
Oh, my
about
hair.
this one. This shop is called Stitching Plaza, handmade accessories for the fiber enthusiast, and she is actually here in San Diego.
Oh,
I
really?
haven't met her yet. I'm
You need
hoping we
to.
can meet up sometime. Her name is Georgianne, and she was so sweet. She sent me this nice little letter, and she made this especially for the 3 Pips giveaway.
I mean, we didn't contact her. She
I didn't.
contacted you.
She contacted me on Ravelry, asked if she could send me a bag. I said, "Oh, absolutely, you're so sweet." I gave her my address. She sent it over, and when I opened it up, Amy, my
Couldn't
jaw
believe it.
dropped on the floor. She has also generously given us a coupon code for her store. And the coupon code gives you 15% off. And we're sorry it's taken so long. It's been 3 weeks since we podcasted, and I think I've had this for almost 3 weeks.
Way to
But
go, Debbie.
the code, I'm going to show it on the screen because it's not exactly written out the way you might think. And I better click. Boy, I'm making this very complicated. It's
If you had a secretary there,
I
it
know.
might be easier. She should have made notes for you in preparation.
It's per scope 15 with it's like Periscope but with no I. Okay? So this is
Per scope 15. Okay.
and
Wonderful.
I think the capital letters may matter. Capital P, capital S.
Got it.
Okay?
Per scope 15.
So here's
And if
the
you
bag.
didn't get it, guess what? You're not going to get
You
it
have to
because there
rewind
are
it.
no notes and there are no look at the bottom of the screen. We'll put it here because we're just that way.
You guys, look at this bag.
I still want to see it. Don't keep me waiting because I haven't seen it. Oh my gosh. Another drawstring bag. Look at those little peas in a pod.
Is that not amazing?
3 of them. That's perfect.
And she has like a heavier duty interfacing in here. This will definitely stand up on its own. And check out the middle. Check out the inside lining, you guys.
Oh my gosh. It's like they're on the flowered branch.
They're peas.
Yes. Hence peas in a pod.
Sweet peas.
Real ones.
With
I know
little
real
flowers.
ones.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
So
look at that.
cute. So
Isn't that
cute.
adorable?
That is adorable. And what's the name of her shop again, Debbie?
It's called Stitching Plaza.
Stitching Plaza. Stitching Plaza. Okay. Got it. Thank you so much for donating that. That's awesome.
I need to send her a message, and I need to get together with her.
Get your secretary to do that.
Yes. So this will also have a progress keeper. Oh, you show what else is going with this.
Yes. I got something that's going in the bag.
I'm really sorry. I've been talking a lot.
That's okay. Last podcast was the Amy show. Okay. This is from Frolicking Feet, and it's going to have one of Melissa's Nitty by Nature's little progress keepers. But here is the...
Oh, Amy. Whew, that's gorgeous. Isn't so
that
perfect
beautiful?
For fall. Love it.
It's gonna be wonderful. Superwash, 100% superwash merino. It's about 480 yards. This
480?
is 480.
Oh my gosh.
480.
Is that
Isn't that
fingering?
beautiful?
That looks like it's a heavy fingering too.
It's sort of a little bit of a plump fingering, but absolutely can make socks or whatever. It doesn't have nylon in it, but ooh, gorgeous, isn't it?
That would be a gorgeous 3 pips.
Okay, so we're going to be pulling the names tomorrow morning when Debbie wakes up California time, probably 7 or 8 o'clock,
Gonna make me do
right?
all the work. Yes, no, it's fine.
That's okay. I
Yes,
don't
okay.
mind. This gives them more time. So
Just
people
send.
on the East Coast have until at least noontime tomorrow. If I did it, then people on the West Coast would still be asleep. If you're
You're
coming
right.
down to the wire, you're really cutting it close.
You just need. You just need
And
to
we'll message
text
you.
me. Yeah, text me and
We'll
remind me.
message you. I'll text you and remind you. Okay. So, what else in life is happening on your end? Since we've showed already all kinds of things. Okay, so your husband
My husband left. I don't know where he went. He may be sitting outside somewhere. But my husband.
left?
No,
Oh.
he's not inside the room right now. He was in the bedroom
Oh.
earlier. So my husband somehow, after living through heart surgery and recovering excellent and feeling so great and going to the gym, somehow he got an extruded disc in his back and
Herniated.
herniated disc and has been in major incapacitated pain for the last 3 weeks.
Yes.
Thankfully,
And numbness.
and numbness down his leg and other places that we don't need to talk about.
If Jody were here, she would so put it out there.
Do it. Say it. Amy
I was
called him
texting.
numbnuts. Guys, can you believe that? And
I
let me
couldn't
tell you,
help
it
it.
was not
Okay.
a laughing matter. He was not happy when that happened.
I know, but
He was very scared.
let me tell you what's worse than me calling James numbnuts when his crotch was numb. Debbie told him I said it. What kind of wife would do that to their husband?
I was laughing. I was down there cracking up.
You should have told him you were
laughing at. I said,
you should have lied.
He knows you well enough, and it actually put a big smile on his face. So it was
Okay,
really a
well,
good
that
thing.
was all right.
Yeah, it was a good thing.
I didn't mean
took
it
well.
literally, but okay, poor guy. Okay, but he has surgery this Thursday.
Yes. So Tuesday
1 week
afternoon.
before we get on a plane to Rhinebeck, he's having back surgery. And Debbie is praying it goes well because either way, she's going to say, see you later, dude. I'm going to Rhinebeck.
I've got 2 teenage boys that are very healthy and strong, and one of them can
Nana
drive,
and Pop-Pop.
and Nana and Pop-Pop, and he will be fine. And I bet if everything goes well like you say it will, he will be going to the gym on Saturday, most likely, so that he can...
He doesn't watch the podcast, does he?
He doesn't.
Okay, so you can just say to him, if you don't be good and listen to what the doctor told you and don't be a crybaby, I'm sicking Nana on you. You don't make her come over here.
Don't think I've already told him that. I have already told him that.
Nana might give him an enema, even if he doesn't need one, just because she can. Then he won't have numb nuts, he'll have a sore hiney.
Yes.
Anyway. Because she'll ask him when he's pooped last, and if it's not what she thinks it should be, she's going to have him pooping.
Well, we did have to go to urgent care because of the whole numbnuts thing, and he got some good medication through the IV because he wasn't taking it orally, even though we have all these pills sitting on the counter that he just refuses to take, so whatever. So
he likes needles.
The doctor said if you're having trouble going to the bathroom, you must get a diuretic because we don't want you to take care of your back pain and then have an impacted bowel and then have to do something on your bowel as well. And James was just like, okay. So he went and you know what he did?
What did he do?
The directions on the diuretic pills say take 1 to 3 pills. Do you know how many pills he took?
He took 8.
He took 4. And he said in about 6 hours later, he understood why the diuretics work.
Now these are, what are these, diuretic, like water pills, or are these like stool softener pills?
No, not diuretic. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not diuretic. Not the
stool softeners.
Not just softeners, but like
laxatives.
Laxative, like take castor oil and spend your afternoon in the restroom.
Yes.
So I said, well, if the box says take 1 to 3, if you really
Maybe you
feel
should
like you
take
need,
2.
maybe you should take 3. If you really think you need it, you take 3. You don't take
But
4.
they're
So
so
little.
tiny.
And that's
And how could
exactly
they
what
get all?
that's
See,
exactly
I,
what he said. I'm thinking,
this is
dude, can't you just
okay.
follow directions? Like you have
No. The
to.
answer is no.
No.
No, the answer is no. Men don't follow directions unless they're my husband, and he wouldn't take any because he'd be afraid he'd have diarrhea for 3 weeks.
So
Ronnie's on the other end of the spectrum.
yeah. So he says now maybe I will have to take another one of those pills. And notice he said 1. He didn't say
One,
4.
just one.
Oh my gosh. So enough about him. I have to take him Tuesday afternoon, all afternoon. I have to be out taking him to all of his pre-op
Pre-op,
appointments.
right?
Thursday, we have to have him there at 5:30. Surgery's at 7:30. I'm hoping he's back in his room by noon because I have a 1 o'clock meeting at the county and a 3 o'clock meeting with an important client, and I can't be sitting in a hospital room waiting for him to wake up. So I might have to stick Nana and pop up on him Thursday afternoon so I can get to these
Okay.
meetings.
Okay, so if heaven forbid anything drastic were to happen and you were sick on a ventilator, I will so fly there and go to your meetings because I know that is so much more important than anything else in your life. Like,
I can
could I
totally
pass off?
cancel. I can cancel
I could
if I need
pass off.
to.
Oh, I could pass off of as you if nobody's met me. I could talk kind of engineering, sort of. No, I wouldn't. Never mind. Okay, so my Jared, my Jared is at basic training. I've only gotten 2 letters, and the last letter I got was September 19th, which was 3 days after like the real basic training started. And the first sentence was, "I missed you, Mom."
Oh.
And I was like, he says, "I don't know if this was the right decision." I'm thinking to myself, one minute I wanted to cry reading the letter, the next one I wanted to smack him upside the head because I
Talk about
tried to
Jared.
tell him.
Come over and say hi.
Is that my Lukey?
That's your Lukey. Come say hi to Annie. Speak down.
Hi, Amy.
She's talking about.
Did you do your hair just in time for the
No,
podcast?
I just woke up.
Well, usually it looks so much better when you wake up. Usually it's sticking straight up instead of hanging over. You must need a haircut.
No.
He doesn't want to get his haircut.
I just got a haircut like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Let it grow out.
Okay.
So anyway, Jared is learning lessons only big boys learn and realizing that maybe home is not the worst place in the world. So he'll be fine. He'll be fine. And thank you for all the wishes that people have posted on Instagram when I say something about him that they say, well, tell him thank you for his service. And
Yeah.
you're an
Really
Army
nice.
mom now. And I'm thinking, Army mom? I'm too young to be an Army mom. Well, I'm an Army mom. And you're not young.
Yeah.
Go ahead, say it. And you're not young. Okay, so should we talk about the Rhinebeck / Nanabbeck sweater?
Sure.
I got a package. Okay, all right. So, Mom, I'm going to do this with thinking about the words because I was given strict instructions from Nana
I'm sure you were.
about what was going to say about the Nanabbeck sweater. And for those who haven't watched before, me and Debbie were knitting Rhinebeck sweaters. I knit up to the armholes, bottom up, and I decided I'd rather knit socks and almost felt like I didn't want to finish it. And so my mother had offered to finish Debbie's, and Debbie said very, very in a way that
Vehemently.
Vehemently, it wouldn't be a Rhinebeck sweater if you finished it for me. No, thank you. So then she called her older daughter, and I was kind of pissed that she called Debbie first. But anyway, she called me then and offered me the same thing. And I said very vehemently, absolutely, thank you very much. It's in the mail tomorrow. So the last podcast, we had kind of a poll, and most people sided with Debbie that no, it's not a
I
Rhinebeck
wouldn't
sweater.
say that.
In it.
I would say most people sided with you. Go
Well,
back
I
and look
felt
at
like
the comments. I think most people said, oh, to heck with it. It's a sweater that you're going to wear at Rhinebeck. You can call it your Rhinebeck sweater.
They're rebels like me. And
Yeah, they like you
they don't
better is all.
They like me. That's what it is. I'm more popular. Absolutely. But somebody had said, and I wish I would have wrote down their name.
It's on
They
the
said,
comments.
you know what?
It's on the comments. I think
It should be called that. It should be called the Nanabbeck sweater. So from here on, I have a Nanabbeck sweater. Debbie has a Rhinebeck sweater. So I got this sweater in the mail. I pulled it out of the box. And after I gasped, I put it on. and it fits me like a glove. And oh, wait a minute, time out. I'm supposed to remember what Mom told me to say. Okay, Mom told me to say, when you asked, how do you like it? I'm supposed to say, quote, it's okay. End of quote.
What?
That's what she told me to say. And I said, well, Mother, I know you don't, it's you and Debbie are different knitting styles, and the sweater certainly wouldn't have ended up the way it ended up if I were knitting the sweater. I'll tell
Right.
you that right now. And I said, if I'm not nice and gracious about this to you on the podcast, Mother, we're going to lose like 1,000 viewers. Everybody
She
will
has
hate me.
her own fan base from her
She
little
does.
8-minute clip that she made with me.
Yes. So people will be putting on the comments, be nice to your mother. You ought to be more grateful. Well, I am very, very grateful, and I love my mother, but however, she told me not to say those things. So now I'm in trouble with her. Thank you very much.
Well, tell me
So
what you
let's see
really
it.
thought when you saw it.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Did she pick nice buttons?
She picked nice buttons, and I'll show those to you. And I was talking to Dad before I got it in the mail, and he says, I don't know, Amer. He's the only one that calls me Amer. He's the only one that allowed to call me Amer. I don't know, Amer. Nana had it hanging on a hanger here in the living room, and I walked past it, and I kept looking at it. I'm afraid it might not fit you. Thinking he must think I'm a whale. But I never button. I have never owned a cardigan. Okay, maybe I have when I was 5 years old, owned a cardigan that I actually buttoned all the way up to the top.
Yeah.
For me, buttoning happens below the bust, and it fits me perfectly when I'm buttoning below the bust.
Right.
Okay, so you got yours there?
I do. Let me get it out of my awesome granny bag because that's where
I know mine. That's what mine was in too. Hold on, let me button the buttons so it stays
I don't have
close.
buttons. I don't have buttons on mine yet.
Okay.
I just literally finished it last night. I am not kidding you.
I've got a cramp in my toe.
What?
It's better than having my vagina fall out, like Jody says. I'm being honest, and thank God I haven't had that problem, but I have a cramp in my toe, probably because I can't drink my tea and I'm dehydrated because of this headpiece. That's what it's all about. Okay, you ready to hold it up?
I'm ready. You gonna hold it up with the front?
Yes, this is the K Syrah QUE.
Wait, you know what?
Second
Actually,
word.
I'm gonna pin the top
Have
of
your
my
secretary
clothes.
write it down. Oh,
hang on.
SERA K Syrah on Ravelry. It's a free pattern.
Okay, I pinned the top of mine closed. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah, we'll hold them up and then we'll bring them down because I won't be able to see yours and you won't be able to see mine when we hold them up.
I know it. Okay. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
I would like to say, ooh, that's pretty, but I can't see it, Debbie.
I know. I can't see yours either. Everybody's going, ooh. Okay, I'm gonna
let's
put mine down.
Okay,
so
you.
Oh, aim. Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Holy cow, that's gorgeous. That's Quince and Colark in the what colorway?
Audun, it's a bird.
Audouin? Something like
Audouin. And all I did was measure my arms from my pit to my wrist, and I said to Mom, I don't want it bracelet length. I don't want it 3/4. It better be long enough. And of course, poor thing, she's stressed out over it. And I told her.
Yours looks like it's bigger because you had her use a bigger needle, huh? Look at mine.
I did go up in my, yes, I went up in my needle, and I think she did some different decreases. She modifies like I do, knowing that she didn't want it too tight on my arms.
Mine
and
fits
was
me.
the pattern a little?
Mine fits me kind of fitted like the pattern, but I'm gonna go back and reblock this and block it a little bit more aggressively. When I was blocking the pieces, oh wow, those are cool. Those are really pretty.
Neatest little buttons, wooden buttons.
And yours has a bit of a modification because you did just a straight seed stitch on the button band. I did mine per the pattern, which is actually like
because I didn't knit it, so I wouldn't know. But I think I modified the bottom band, not realizing it.
Yeah.
And Mother said, you didn't follow the directions. And I said, well, when do I ever anyway? So there you go. Yeah. But I kind of felt bad for her because the pattern was off.
You going to put it on? Put it on.
Okay, so now I'm going to have to unbutton. So anyway, thank you, Mother, so much for finishing my Nanabbeck sweater. And I'm going to wear it. I hope it's cool enough to wear. Do we know what the weather's going to be
I
like,
think it's going to
Deb?
be cool. I'm afraid it's going to be raining. They've had so
No,
much
don't be
rain.
afraid it's going to be raining. It's not going to rain. Why would it be raining?
Because they've had a ton of rain, and there's all these hurricanes that are coming up the East Coast. Okay, are you ready to see?
No, I'm not ready. Hold on. Oh, yes, I'm ready to see yours. Show us yours. Oh, Debbie, so pretty. That's awesome. I love it.
See how the sleeves are a little bit tight, though? I don't like my sleeves to be so tight.
They don't look like they're tight. Do they feel tight to you?
No, but I wanted a little bit more space. It actually fits me exactly like the picture. You know what I mean?
And you did you did the large.
I did the large size.
I did the medium, but I went up on needles. Mm-hmm. Listen to me. I did this and I did this. Mm-hmm. I did from the armholes down is what I did. Okay, so let me go back.
Oh, Aim, I think it fits you perfectly. Oh, so pretty.
And it's perfect length for my sleeve. It goes right down to my top of my hand. See?
Nice.
Yes, I think it's beautiful. Thank you, Mother. Very, very much.
Very, very pretty.
So have you started your list of things that we must pack to take to Rhinebeck yet? Because I've started my list.
Well, I'm not going to write a list. I usually start piles. Like I start piling things up in one location, then I just have to pick up the pile. But look at what else we got.
I know it. Oh my gosh, Debbie. And you put gabacorn on top of your Rhinebeck sweater, which is like the perfect idea. It looks so good. So we're going to give those at Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
Do you have works in progress or any other? Hey, how about any other FOs? Since I had a FO that Nana did. Okay, I do. Hang on just a second.
You do because you didn't knit your other FO.
F. O. This is a G-rated podcast. We are not going to cuss or anything like that. Okay. Oh, I don't have my blockers. Okay, my blockers are in the other room.
Oh, cute, Jane.
I finished my socks.
Those are awesome.
Now, wait a minute. I got to show the right side because Mother said every time you hold that up, you have it on the. You can see the wonky stripe. So
she always has such good advice for you.
I know. Who loves that? Okay, pretty. So that's one. So now I can put these over. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. This is pair number 9 since the middle of June.
You're going to have a box of socks. You're going to have 12 socks by the end of the year. I know, I'm going to have
a bunch of stuff. And I wanted to show something that I showed a long time ago. It was still hot in the summer. And this is from Becky Sorensen, Soprano Knits. When I said this is the official, unofficial hat of Rhinebeck, it's called Red Herring. And Debbie, I totally forgot until she put a comment on somewhere, and she totally called me out and said, yeah, I gifted you that pattern. You never gave it away. Oh my God, Becky. And she's just like one of our sisters, so I can see her saying it, and she totally does it out of love, and it made me laugh, and I thought, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? This is the Red Herring hat.
Oh, so cool. I might have to use this and knit that.
That would be beautiful. It's on Ravelry, easy as pie. I want to get a big cream-colored or camel-colored faux pom-pom for the top.
Will you gift that pattern to me? No, I'm kidding. I'm going to go buy. I think I bought it already, actually.
I think you probably bought it already.
I need to go get it, though. I will support my sister.
Okay, so since we're going to have a giveaway tomorrow for the 3 pips, we're going to have a giveaway for, that looks good on you. Blue is definitely your color with your dark hair, even though the bottom of your hair is fading. That $400
Do you think I could pull off knitting that before Rhinebeck?
Oh yes, you can. since the Rhinebeck sweater's done. Okay, so we're going to have a giveaway for her pattern,
Okay.
and let's pull it from the comment thread, the comments from this podcast.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
put a comment
so
on the podcast on YouTube channel.
about just about anything. Put a comment on the and this is really stupid. How do you do that?
Well, listen, we'll
I have never been able. I don't know how to do that even on other people's podcasts. Do you know?
make a comment?
Yes.
Yeah, right at the bottom there's a place where you hit the word, it says comments, and you hit the word comments and it comes up and you can comment right in there.
Ding dong me. Okay, so we're going to
I think we should have a prompt. Have people tell us.
That's why I said it doesn't
what
matter
color
what
would they knit their red herring hat?
Okay, that's good.
Which yarn would you use and what color?
And anything else you'd like to say in that comment would be fine too.
Yeah.
Yes, but so what we'll do is next weekend, we'll leave it, we'll let them gather for a week, right? That's good.
Yeah.
Next weekend we'll just do a random number generator and we'll gift Soprano Knits Becky Sorensen's red herring hat pattern. I just want to make sure I didn't get it all wrong. Just
Show
like
the
Jody
edge,
says.
because isn't there a braid above the
Oh, it's a herringbone right down here. Can you see that?
Yeah, lift it up a little higher. That's cool. I want to learn how to do that. I don't know how to do that.
It's so easy. Yes, it is. It's easy. Okay. And that's why, and it does make it a little bit tighter. That's why I think in the pattern there's 2 separate needle sizes. And I don't know what it is about me. I must have a very big head, a lot of hair, or Skyland must have a very big head, because when I knit hats, they just seem small.
Mm. Maybe you're a tech knitter.
I knit another one. I don't know. I have another one that I knit, and Mina messaged me, Mina Phillip, and she had the Open Skies hat pattern, and I knit it.
That's so cool.
Isn't that pretty? And this was actually in painted. There you go again. Not really, because my head is so big. And I even put it on Sky, and she says, "Oh, it's a little bit tight, Mommy, around the band." I'm like, "How can it be tight? This is a brim that we folded under, and I did like a 1.5 versus a 3-inch size band."
Mm-hmm.
But it's slouchy on her. It looks really, really cute on her. I'm going to get a pom-pom for this one too. But this is Painted Sky, where it's sort of a gradient.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if I'd have enough because it was a little bit more than the skein was.
So I just striped it? Oh, you striped it.
I striped it with another Painted Sky.
Mm-hmm. Pretty.
So cool.
Ooh, that's going to be warm with the doubled up on the brim.
Yes.
On your ears.
That's what she said. So
I'm going to have to knit that.
Out.
And she asked me to test knit too, and I blew it, and then I remembered that she messaged me, and then I told her that I'm too stressed out right now.
She's pregnant. She'll probably forgot that she even asked you.
I'm so excited for her.
I know this is no dig to Mina, but did you know the pregnant woman's brain decreases in size by 13% when you're pregnant? It does shrink, and it doesn't regain its full size until about 6 months after the baby comes.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
No wonder you feel so dumb when you're pregnant.
Well, and you don't think you feel dumb. Everybody else says you're dumb. Well, at least that's what they told me, so maybe not you. Okay, do you have any whips?
I have quite a few whips, but I wanted to show you, I got your package of Diary of a Yarn Snob.
Finally.
I'm already using it, but there's some secret knitting in here, so I can't show it. But isn't it cool?
Do I know about it?
I don't know if you know about it. You don't need to worry about it. Secret knitting is secret to everybody but the person knitting it. So there. So
probably
I love
one
it.
of Hohi's designs. Since you're like Hohi's best friend, it's probably one of her designs.
No, it's not one of Hohi's designs.
Oh,
okay.
But
I love this, Jules. It's gorgeous. It's wonderfully made, and it has her little yarn snob little button on there. Okay, so
which is really fun. I love her name because it basically describes all of us. So that pin is good for anybody.
Totally true.
Mrs. Brown's bags.
Mrs. Brown's bags. So I got a little bit further. I haven't been knitting on these socks because, frankly, to tell you the truth, I don't want them to be over. I want to be able to knit on them for a really long time because I'm enjoying it so much.
What is it? Oh, your low socks with all the strings in the front. You could have gotten it organized before you actually pulled it out of the bag.
Sorry.
Of course, everybody's socks look like that when you pull it out of the bag. Everything's all jumbled everywhere.
Miss Piggy Pig?
Okay, that's very beautiful. Oh my gosh, Debbie, that colorway, and that's blue suede shoes. I know, the solid. What's the variegated again?
Look at the flowers, Lizzie.
Oh, that's one of her new colorways, isn't it?
Yeah, and look, I did a slip stitch fish lips kiss heel,
which is called
stitch slip fish lips kiss heel.
Okay, smart. Behind.
This isn't
the kiss. No. Kissed by a partridge. Kiss the partridge.
No, I have another pair in there that I'll show next.
Okay.
But I decided to do the feet in this just plain stockinette because look at that, you guys. And then the top on the leg, I'm doing blueberry.
So beautiful.
So these are coming with me to Rhinebeck. These are going to be some easy knitting Rhinebeck socks while we're hanging out and talking with the girls.
As long as you promise you don't walk through the grass up there with them on without your shoes
I'm going to have to buy some galoshes because we never get rain here. And if it's soggy and wet, we're going to have to go shopping on Thursday when we get there. And I'm going to have to buy galoshes.
I've got a pair of $14 Walmart boots. I call them my Happy Ho boots because they're...
You have an extra pair for me?
I don't, but you could wear one and I could wear one. At least we'd have one dry foot each. They've got a leopard print on it. That's why I call them my Happy Ho boots.
Oh, so I'm
when you're on the corner and it's raining.
Mrs. Brown's bag that she gave me when we were in Las Vegas.
That is so cute.
My little Wendy zipper pull on there.
Now is that like a sock bag, Debbie?
Yeah, it's just
looks
like a
tall.
little sock sack. It's so tiny, but it's perfect. It's a perfect size.
Very
and I
cute.
have to tell Jody. Okay, I'll tell everybody. I'll tell you guys right now. And if Jody happens to see it, then she can see it.
She doesn't watch. She doesn't watch. It's okay.
She probably doesn't. She's so busy. But she was asking who I get my tags from. And I get it from an Etsy seller called Mommy Made It. That's the name of the shop. Mommy Made It. And
if you don't have any children, you can't buy from her because then you'd be lying to everybody.
Right. But anyway, love those socks.
Cute.
What's one of your FOs? I have two other FOs. Not FOs.
Whips. Okay, so one of my whips is this pair of socks, which is, I think I've decided what to call them.
Oh?
Either seagulls take flight or flying seagulls.
You don't want to call them the seagull took my French fry? And pooped on my head?
I'd rather, if we're using that as the title, use the explicitives that go with it, because it really doesn't mean the same. The seagull took my French fry and pooped on my head. You think people would remember that whole long title to find these socks on Ravelry?
You could call it seagull socks, and then underneath in parentheses you could put
who took my French fry and pooped on my head. That happened to Wendy.
Every summer.
Right on her head.
Oh my God.
It was like a thank you for sharing your Campbell's French fries with us. And by the way, here, let me just get rid of some so I can eat some more. That's exactly what that was. But she kept feeding them summer after summer.
Okay, so let's compare because yours is every round, right? You didn't do any rest rows in between.
I didn't do rest rounds.
Okay,
and Debbie decided to take a nap for 2 rounds when she did hers.
And it's a little bit harder to see on mine because my yarn is so variegated.
Yeah. Either way, it's a lot of fun. This is Yarn Cafe Creations, Christie's Ocean Mist.
And mine is Yarn Cafe Creations Railcar.
My favorite. One of my favorite colorways ever.
And I'm doing this only on the front. I'm not going to do it on the back of the leg. I'm going to pull a Mina
Okay, that's
pattern, and I'm
okay.
only doing it up the front because look at this color in stockinette. Isn't
That's
it beautiful?
That is beautiful. This orange is actually something that I was gifted by, speaking of Diary of a Yarn Snob, Jules, from Hot Knit Yarn and Hope Knit Yarn. And you know what? It doesn't even have a colorway name. How could you dye something and not name it? I
Oh,
don't know. She did.
that's pretty.
That's what the cuff is. Okay, so that's
So this is the pair of socks that
that.
I did the Shauna's new Kiss the Partridge
Oh yes.
fill.
So what did you think?
I really enjoyed it. I have to admit, when I do a regular fish lips kiss heel, I do a little bit of a modification. And what I do
Always
is,
got to be like your sister, don't
no,
you?
it's because my crazy foot with my high instep.
I know.
I have to, on the foot, I usually do some increases every other row for 3 increases on each side. So it's a total of 6 stitches that I add over 6 or so rows, I think it's 6 rows. And then, and it gives me more stitches to make the heel pattern across, and it just makes the heel a little bit deeper. So that's what the heel looks like on the bottom. And then another modification that I decided to do on this is after the heel, which, is like a triangle shape. After the heel, I continued working the Eye of Partridge slip stitch, you can see, till about there.
Yes. So it comes up the back of the heel?
So it comes up the back, yes.
Pretty.
So it comes all the way up to kind of at the top of the round of your foot, of your heel, where your Achilles...
Like an anklet would lay.
Right where an anklet would be.
Yeah.
So that, this Fish Lips Kiss heel, or Kiss the Partridge heel, and she actually just put a modification in the pattern and resent the pattern out. If you want to do a contrasting color, she added some information as to when to start the contrasting color. Because the heel turn is actually pretty shallow, just using the the Kiss the Partridge heel. So I added more of the slip stitches up the back so that it would...
Looks cute, Debbie. So cute.
Yeah.
I love it. Very pretty. Don't you love rail car?
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to gush over that in just a little bit. Okay, so I've got one more
and I'm keeping this in my Herbstblatt Regina bag because it matches.
Yes.
With the orange and the
cool bag.
Gray and the blue. Okay. Show me what you got.
I've decided to start a blanket. Not the kind you're thinking. Not the cozy memory blanket, because
that's okay.
And I have some squares in a cozy memory blanket, and we started it last year at the beach. Remember?
Yes, but you're a rebel, and you couldn't continue with everybody else in the world. You had to do your own thing.
I had to change the diagonals, and then that got me wonky, and it just, you know how I love to modify things. So I'll just hold mine up and I'll just show you. And I just really, literally cast this on last night.
Oh, cute, Aim. So you're just doing different sizes and shit.
Yep. This is you can see I did this one today. Can you tell it's a cable?
It's a little zigzag cable.
And then these are just, like a basket weave.
Oh yeah, that's good. You can see it in the light.
And this is just purling and slipping this one.
Mm-hmm.
And these are some yarn overs, which I forgot to do one down there. So, who's looking? Who's can?
So yours is a Scrappy, whatever blanket.
And this is the way you did it. The flying seagulls pooping on my head, taking my French fry pattern. This is one of my other most favorite colorways. This is Graffiti Love Song by Baron Vula.
That's beautiful.
So
you just pick up stitches and just
pick up stitches.
How do you connect it on the side when you're going up?
You slip stitches and you just stick your needle in and then you just pick up there, and every row you just pick up another.
And you just knit two together with the yarn that work that you're doing?
Yes.
I see a patchwork sweater in your future.
Yes, but I don't know how to put it together. How about a patchwork long rectangular blanket that you just sew up the arms and then you have sort of a wrap? What is the one that Chelsea's doing? The Ohm wrap? Ohm? It looks like a poncho. Ohm?
I don't
Chelsea,
know.
help me. It's OM or OHM shawl, maybe.
You know what
Where
you do is you find a sweater. It can even be. It's obviously going to be a store-bought sweater because you haven't knit any of your own sweaters yet.
Unless it's my Nanabbeck sweater.
Well, you find a sweater or a garment that you really like how it fits you as far as measurements.
Right.
Just like Andy's did with her machine. I just started watching her machine knitting latest podcast because I never get to watch any podcasts anymore because there's always people in the house and I'm not going to go there.
That's your fault.
So, lay it down and then just take some measurements of the general shape and then you can just keep laying your thing down on top of it and say, oh, I need a square here that goes this many inches. And I need a triangle here that goes this many inches. That's what Stephen West did for one of those parachutey or whatever that thing is. I don't know if it's parachutey, but he has like a patchworky kind of.
Just sake.
But you could totally do that, Amy. I could totally see you doing that. You'd look like the hipster from the 70s with the patchwork, with the fringe and it'd be cool.
Okay, moving right along. I have this bad thought now of these
vision
of Mom's fringe leather suede jacket that was so cool in 1972. You do not.
It's right in Luke's closet.
Of course you do.
It's right in Luke's closet.
Of course you do.
I should go get it.
Because you're the favorite. That's why you have that.
No, it's just because I live closest.
No, it's not. It's because you're the favorite. Mother, I know. But that's what it's about. No, I know. It's because you live closest.
I'll take a picture of it and put it in the beginning of the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Do that. That's good.
I wish I had a picture of her wearing it back then. That's what I wish I had.
With her long black hair. I told people she was kin to Pocahontas because she used to braid her braids in the front, and all the children believed me. And that was a perfectly fine lie. Very believable. See, I even had imagination back then.
Yes.
So what else are you working on?
Well, I haven't worked on this in a little while. I'm not even sure I've worked on it since the last podcast, but I thought I'd show it again. I don't think I have worked on it. My little baby sweater with Mom's.
Oh, yes. What happened?
Yarn.
Why did you stop?
Because I've knitted on a Rhinebeck sweater. Duh.
I forgot. I had all that time when I wasn't doing that.
Do you remember where I was 3 weeks ago on that Rhinebeck sweater? Do you even remember what I had done?
No, and we're not going to keep talking about it either. Show us the baby sweater and move on.
That much of the sleeves done.
Okay. Yay.
People.
I love sister love.
Okay.
We got to be careful because House Yarn, Christine Kelly, she'll put a comment there that she's very disappointed in us for arguing.
She's going to Rhinebeck, right? She better be going to Rhinebeck. Chris, are you going to Rhinebeck?
Tell us right now.
I have something to give to you at Rhinebeck, so we need to find each other if you're going.
Okay, you've got our cell number. Just call us and text us. Tell us you're there.
She's the sweetest of all.
I love Christine Kelly.
That's all I have. But I
want to see Andy there.
I know.
Want to see maybe Amelia there.
Did you know that Melissa is staying in a house that's right down the street from us?
Melissa, Nitty by Nature, Melissa?
No,
Melissa, Spicy Homemaker
Melissa. She
said Melissa was coming too.
I know. She said she's walking distance from the fairgrounds. We're going to be walking distance from the fairgrounds. We're going to be having a glass of wine.
Oh, we're going to be so hungover. We need to do a Periscope one night when we're too drunk to knit, but not too drunk enough to talk and Periscope.
Yes, we will.
So everybody better be around and available October 13th through the 16th that night.
Yes.
That'll be our last night there. Okay, so what else you got? I've got so much stuff that's come in the mail, and I told myself I was going to wait till Rhinebeck, and I didn't. I lied to myself. I just said one more, and then the grocery girl sent me something. I can't help when people send me stuff. That doesn't count.
Right. Okay, well, I have just two things because I purchased one, and I received one as a gift, and I've been really good about not ordering anything. The only other thing that I ordered that hasn't come yet is Lolo's secret month club where she did 16 candles. I ordered that 16.
Oh, wait a minute.
mystery.
Okay, yeah. Now I got maybe I shouldn't show it.
Don't
I
show it if it's a club.
well, I ordered one of Baronfula, Vicky's club. I didn't realize I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You didn't realize?
I mean, I did. I would think when I bought it.
Did you buy 3 months or just
No,
one?
just one, I think. Maybe should see, I've got to fill my cubes. See my cubes? I got to fill them up. Okay, so I guess I should start. Should I?
Yes, you start.
Okay.
We're
So,
already in an hour, so let's keep that in mind. Oh,
okay, and this is what I've already decided. If the grocery girls can go almost 2 hours, what's the difference?
that's
Mom and
right.
Dad can do it in two different things. They can take a nap halfway through and then finish watching the rest.
Okay. Yes, beautiful. Love it.
Thank you, Mrs. Brown's Bags, Jody and Tracy. And I think I look at the inside. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute?
She got pocket. Oh no, that's a piece of paper. I thought
They're
there was a
so
pocket
cute.
inside.
No, they're so sweet, and you know they saw you in Vegas and gave you some things, and then I felt like it was only fair to give me some things. So, and these are little mini stars. Remember all the buttons they had?
Yes. Oh, those are cute.
Oh, I love them. They're like mother of pearl. And then of course,
You got scissors.
yes.
I sent you some scissors, didn't I? Oh no, I think I gave mine. I passed a set on for one of the other giveaways we did. I think.
Love them.
I know. I love
these.
them too.
And I need to put, because every single bag that I've got going must have a pair of scissors in.
I need to make some more little notions bags because I don't have enough notions bags for all my project bags.
Guess what else is in there? Sock monkey.
Is that from Yarn Enabler?
Yes.
Oh,
and they sent a button for you and one for me, so I'll stick it in I'll put it on my Rhinebeck list. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, Tracy.
Did you remember the yarn I got from Tracy? Where is it at?
Which one was it?
Adam and Eve. Do you remember this one?
Oh, yes. Oh, that's so pretty, Debbie.
Oh, I can't wait to see those monkey socks. That's perfect with all your sock knitting.
I know. So this may be one of the little bags I take for
This might have to be.
I think we're gonna just take socks, aren't we, Debbie? I
Yes.
think I'm gonna take this new little blanket. I'm just gonna take socks because we're gonna be. It
We'll
wouldn't
be
surprise
lucky
me if we didn't knit hardly
I know.
at all.
I was going to say we
We'll be
may
so
not
busy.
knit at all. But this is MCN. I think I'm going to make my first pair of MCN socks.
If you wear them in your house without shoes over
I
top,
won't.
I'm going to get you, Debbie.
I will wear them only in slippers. These won't even go in shoes. These will be in slippers.
Okay. All right.
My gosh, you guys.
I know they're so beautiful, aren't they?
Look at
yarn
that.
is just like, God.
This doesn't pick it up.
Gushy.
This is not as blue as it shows up on the screen. This is actually like an aqua teal, more of a teal. And then look at the dark blue and the purple. It like is luminescent.
It's beautiful.
Who
made that?
I was gonna bring my Rhinebeck sweater sock yarn.
Rhinebeck, yeah, that's what the name of it is. Rhinebeck sweater.
Rhinebeck sweater weather. I was gonna bring
Rhinebeck sweater weather.
But
we were going to knit together, and then I disappointed you and knit mine in like 3 days, and I showed you, and you were upset because we were supposed to knit them together, and you didn't tell me that. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Yes, I think you may have to bring
should I bring this? Should I cake this up and bring this to start another pair of socks? Well, I do 2 at a time. I can't do 2 at a time with this. Or should I cake this up and bring this and make squishy socks?
I think you should cake up both.
I can't bring that much because I have my rail car and I have my Lolo did it.
Oh.
I'm just gonna bring those 2, I think.
Okay.
Because we're only there a couple days and we're gonna be busy. I'm not gonna have that much knitting time. Just the airplane ride back, mostly.
Yeah, if you get stuck in Chicago and it decides to have a snowstorm, you're thinking you wish you had more yarn.
I know. You know what? I think I might not come back. I might just get stuck in Chicago.
I think that's a good idea. I think you should just get on the bus and come down to Georgia. Okay, so I heard the grocery girls talk about Nora George yarn, and not only Nora George yarn, but Tracy Arnold's podcast called Crafts from the Third Floor.
Yes.
Is that the name of it? If you guys don't watch that podcast, and there's only 2 videos out, she reminds me of, okay, let me be good with my words. She reminds me of
Think before
Danny.
you speak.
Think before you speak. It's not like if you can't be kind, be quiet. That's totally not what I'm talking about. She reminds me of Danny on, if Danny drank what Chelsea drinks, the 5 shots in 1 glass,
Right.
that's Tracy Arnold. And you have to listen kind of carefully because she has Danny's accent. Of course, she's from UK. She
Right.
talks fast and she gets it on and she keeps it. I'm just like, okay, I think I just got the last sentence. Now she's on to the next sentence with her accent. So there is her card.
Oh, what a pretty card. I've been
She
following
dyes
her on
beautiful
Instagram
yarn.
for the longest time, and let me tell you, she has the sweetest children I think I have ever seen.
They only grow those in the UK. You can't get them over here.
I'm telling you, those faces
We've got sweet kids.
are so sweet.
A little boy and a little girl, right?
Yes, I think they're twins. They look like they're right about the same age.
The same age?
I don't know if they're twins, but oh my gosh.
Okay, so let me show you the first colorway that I got from her and what so much fitting for me. It's called Paint Box.
Oh, wow. Amy, that, what are you going to make with that? A shawl? That's going to pair perfectly.
I don't buy yarn with things to make and not. They will tell me when it's time. It has beautiful blues and gray and little pops of yellow.
And pink, too, it looks like. Purple.
And there's some pink in there.
So,
Oh my
wait a minute.
gosh, it's beautiful.
Does that have nylon in it?
Hold on just a second. Yep. 80/20.
So that could be socks, but you know what I thought of
weight.
Immediately, though, was some of those really pretty tonal grays you have in your stash to pair with that would be a beautiful shawl.
That would,
You could make a 3 pips out of that, and that would look so pretty.
I'll tell you, of all of our wraps and shawls that we've made, that's one that I'll knit definitely again.
Yeah.
So
I think I would make mine
Paint Box
a little bit bigger. I might somehow
I think I would too.
Add an increase somehow to make it a little bit deeper, because I really didn't want to. I didn't want to stretch mine out when I blocked it too much, because I love the squishiness of the garter.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's not real deep if you don't block it aggressively.
Okay, so I got my first Christmas colorway. Christmas inspired colorway. Have to make sure that's right. I'm going to take the tag off, Tracy, so I could show it even better. This is called Elf.
That is beautiful.
And what it looks like cream to you guys, I think the camera may not, all this light is the lightest mint green.
Oh, wow.
And then it has these beautiful pops of deeper green.
Oh, wow, Aim.
And even some blue and red. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
That's really pretty.
That is
gorgeous.
Absolutely spectacular. So Nora George Yarn, she's in the UK. She's so sweet. You've got to go watch her podcast. Hi, Tracy. I wish I got to talk as fast as you, but that's okay. Okay, so that is another thing that I'm going to put in my stash cubes behind me.
Fabulous.
Do you want to show what you've got? Well, I've got tons more.
Yes, so this was a party in my mailbox because I didn't order this, and I felt kind of bad. I felt bad because I was purely just admiring on Instagram. And I put a comment on this picture on Instagram,
Debbie.
and I said...
And then people send you stuff because they feel badly or something.
I don't think I'm ever going to write what I wrote before, because I wrote, want. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh, I love that. I want that so bad. That's all I put. I just said, want, exclamation point. And then she sent it to me.
Just because Debbie says she wants things doesn't mean she has to get them all the time. You guys stop that. That's a very, very bad habit that you're
Do you guys remember this?
doing. Yes. I was part of that, though, I have to admit, because Ellie private messaged me and she said, Debbie loved one of my sock blanks and I need her address, but I want to send it to her as a surprise. Is that okay? And I'm thinking, no, that's not okay. You need to send it to me because I am the key to her getting that because you don't have her address. No.
Oh my
So I sent it
gosh.
to her.
Like, it
And
reminds
Ellie
me of
is,
being at the beach, doesn't it?
I know. See, there's even seagulls that poop on your head at the very
I
top.
know.
Debbie, you're not going to be able to knit that.
I want to, but I love it just the way it is, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
This is what I think you
It's
should
going to
do,
make
Debbie.
the most beautiful socks, though, with all
Listen,
this.
no lie. Pick up the stitches on the edge, do a garter border, and make it into a scarf. I think it's gorgeous.
Oh, it's upside down.
You're so good. You so could do that.
Well, Andy has all these different ideas. I mean, you could even put it around the bottom of a sweater. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that's a good idea too.
And then knit up from it, because it's plenty long enough.
But that's the part of the sweater that I'm good at knitting. Okay, that's the part of the sweater that I only knit.
Look at how
the
cute
bottom part. I know, Debbie. That really would. That really would be cute, actually.
I might have to.
If you pulled off, like, if you unraveled it just until the one bike length passed, that'd probably be perfect size when you wrapped it around.
Yeah.
It had a little extra.
Yeah. This is definitely going to live in my stash for a while. Thank you so much, Ellie.
Ellie, that was really sweet. And
Artistic
who is Ellie?
Lily, right?
Yes, it's Artistic Lily.
Go see her shop. She's very talented. She's the one. She is. If anybody is tempting me with their posts on Instagram to go out and buy all the yarn, it's her. If she was at Rhinebeck, I would totally be at her booth.
I know, and actually, I've got something in here. I'm going to talk about her.
Oh, and
as
I forgot
well,
to tell you
bag
guys. You probably couldn't tell, but this is sparkle too. Can you see the sparkle?
I can see it. Yes. Yep.
And I love the little grasses on the bottom and the flowers.
I know.
There's little pops of flowers.
Who would have thought of that bright? It's almost like a fuchsia purple
magenta
bike.
Yes.
Magenta bike.
Awesome.
It's cute. Very cute. Okay, so the sock yarn swappers. Who's the girl? You know, the girl that puts all this. It's the the swapless mini swap.
Oh yes, where you buy and you get a variety of minis from.
Yes. Well, she had made one too many kits or whatever, and asked whoever wanted, whoever the first person said that me, and so I said me. How great now that I've started a blanket.
And those are beautiful. Who's the dyer?
All different kinds.
Oh.
Well, she put a list of, I think, the colorway names.
I think it's one dyer, Amy. I think it's one maker, and they do.
Are you sure? I thought it was a bunch of different. Anyway.
She actually, I think, contacted us to ask us if we wanted to host one of those in our group, and I think at the time we just have had so much going on.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that in the new year sometime when things are a little bit. I don't know if anything will ever be calm, but you know what I mean. We just had, between all of the releases of our shawls and then the mystery knit along and everything else, it's just been crazy.
So we just need to enjoy knitting.
I know.
Because it's the designing part that takes a lot of our time, doesn't it, Deb?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have anything else to show?
I do. I couldn't resist. Like you, I keep thinking about needing more solids and tonals that are neutrals that I need for my stash. So I bought this and I'm in love with it. And I bet you could guess once you see.
That looks like, I was just going to say her name and you turn the thing around. Is that the coal miner's daughter? No.
No, this is Mr. Lolo, Trey's new colorway Folsom.
Ooh, that's beautiful, Debbie. That's so rich.
It's like a dark, it's got a little bit lighter in there, but it's really a rich,
pretty.
dark gray,
What base is
almost
that
black. I got her sock base. This is the
in? Hmm.
awesome sock. 80% merino, 20% nylon. So I would have
Cool.
more variety if I wanted to use the
Hmm.
leftovers for heels and toes. But I'm thinking it's probably going to get paired with something in a wrap or a shawl
You
or
have a
something.
lot of dark. You have some, I'm looking above your head. You've got quite a bit of dark. Yeah. And over on the other side too, over by Moon's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's all I got in the mail this week, or in the last 3 weeks, actually. That's not bad for 3 weeks worth of time.
Okay, mine is bad. Well, the indie dyers that I've bought from aren't saying it's bad. They're saying there's nothing wrong with that, Amy. My goodness, you just keep on.
That's right.
So, since when we went to Christie's shop, Yarn Cafe Creations, and I was nice enough to allow you to get rail car because she only had one skein left.
Yes.
I messaged her and I said, as soon as you dye rail car again, I must have one or two or three. So I bought two.
Oh my goodness. It looks
And you
so
guys,
different when it's in the
it does,
skein.
doesn't it though?
Yeah.
It is the softest. I tell you what, her stuff is just incredibly soft. But this rail car, Debbie, hold up your socks again when you, or even the cake. I'm going to hold this up so you can kind of see and then what it looks like when you cake it or when you knit it. Isn't that incredible? Yes.
And you know, the one skein in your right hand on the left side of the screen looks like it has quite a bit more green.
Cream.
This particular skein didn't have a lot of the green in it. It has more of the aqua, brown, and orange.
Yes.
And that one has a little bit more of the green.
More
But
green. Well, I also wanted to
gorgeous.
get a mini,
Are you
and
going to use
I
both of
picked
those
out.
for something, or are you going to give one away?
I don't have no idea. Why are you looking for another one, Miss
No,
Greedy?
no, but I think that
I'm only kidding.
that'd be a good giveaway
Oh
if you're going to
yeah.
make socks.
It's so beautiful. So I paired it up with a mini, and she messaged me. She says, you know, the mini, there's none of that dye color in Railcar if you're going to pair it up for heels, cuffs, and toes. And I said, oh, okay, well, you pick one for me. And then she gave me a few choices. I said, whatever you think. And I think we both decided that this turquoise was perfect.
Wow. She
Yeah.
sent orange with mine, and I think the orange is perfect too.
So,
but that's
oh my
so
gosh.
great.
It is so, so cool.
And her
Okay,
stuff is really soft too. I love the material I'm getting out of my socks using that yarn.
Oh,
It's
yes.
it's plump, and it's real squishy, and I use a 2.25 needle. I know you use it. I know you use a US
2,
and I use a US 1, so mine's probably a little bit tighter maybe than yours.
I think you may knit a little tighter than me too. Okay, so back to Baron Vicky.
Yes.
So this was the Surprise Club.
Okay.
Sock Club.
So
Surprise. It's Speckled Surprise
I
Club.
saw
So
that on Instagram, and I was so tempted to get it. I'm so glad you got it. Wait,
you're going to so wish you got it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Okay, so if anybody got Vicky's Speckled Surprise Club and have not gotten their skein yet, need to look away, or you can just look and then gush and then be expecting beauty in your mailbox. Okay, is everybody ready?
I'm ready. Let's see it.
Okay, let me tell you the name, and you're going to really be like, oh, Coral Reef.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Look
Isn't that?
at that.
And the colors that are a little bit more vibrant than they're showing. But these pops of this cool neon greenish yellow.
Yep.
And these little pops of this orange and the turquoises.
Oh my gosh.
I've got a whole bunch of colorways that look like this, but I know I love her stuff so much all the time.
Is that on Barefoot Sock?
This is Barefoot Sock.
Yeah, Barefoot Sock.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is so blue water of the Caribbean summer awesomeness.
Mother's calling me. Mother's calling me on my phone. She's just going to have to wait.
Sorry, Mom.
I'll call you back, Mom. Well, it's actually Dad's phone, but it's probably Mother. Okay, so I don't think you've ever gotten one of these.
You're getting a little splurgelicious with your buying.
I know I am, so just don't tell anybody.
Okay, well, I'll keep it your secret. Oh, no way! How did you
Coloring
get that?
book. Somebody enabled me. It's the Autumn. What was the name of this? It was
Amy,
called, hold on a minute.
I think they're going to be
Autumn and Mint. They make these beautiful stripes with black, this beautiful orangish color, coral, mint green, and gray.
You might have to give those to me. No, I'm kidding. No, I think they are at Rhinebeck.
They are. Oh, they're going to be at Rhinebeck.
I think
to buy from
one of the booths that everybody rushes to, and I can't believe you bought that. How did you just happen upon some in their shop?
Went over. Somebody said that they were so glad to get this, and I must have been a weird
right at the right time.
It was just right at the right time because I didn't try to. I just went over there and got it. So that's something that's coveted and people can't get very often.
Was there a lot in their shop when you went?
I don't remember, Deb. Speaking of things that are coveted.
Oh, more artistic.
So, Take Back Yak. She got this dark brown.
Oh my gosh.
It is like silk. I don't know how. I mean, the light color is so gorgeous and soft. I don't know. And she even said to me, Amy, I have no idea why this chocolate brown is almost like silk. It is. If anybody wants yak, and this is baby yak. So there's a lot of little baby yaks crying, running around naked out there because Artistic Lily Ellie has gotten these. You better go over to her shop and buy it because we wouldn't want baby yaks to be.
How many yards do you have there?
Here, these are each 123. What was that? 123 yards each. So 246.
I always ask you, what are you going to make with that? And you never have an answer.
Idea.
So I'm going to stop asking.
Because okay, so here's a good question. Who buys yarn with the thoughts of making it into something specific?
I think a lot of people do. I don't necessarily do that.
I don't.
Okay, so
I don't ever do that.
Do you think because that yarn is so soft and special, do you think maybe you should just knit like a luscious cowl and just have it like up close to your neck and just like
it's definitely going to be this is definitely going to be a shawl. Oh, by itself.
Not pair it with anything. Or you could pair it with the lighter color.
I don't think I've ever knit something in one color. Is
Are
that
you
against our religion? Certainly not.
I think
it's not against our religion. I don't think I ever have, Debbie. I'm being serious.
Can we talk at the same time for the whole podcast?
Yes, we can. So keep on. Blah, 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 blah. Go and speak now.
You've never knit anything that's just... You are so bad.
I'm revved up. I'm ready to go to Rhinebeck, y'all.
You've never
I don't even know what time it is,
and I'm just one color. Are you kidding me? You have. You've knit something in just one color.
I've knit my Nanabbeck sweater. Does that count? Well, I don't know. Okay, not lately. All those shawls and stuff.
You've knit gifts for people that was one color.
I don't believe so. Stripes. Always. I don't think I've knit anything in one color. Ever. I'm going to have to go to my closet and look at all the other things I've knit and really check that because I really don't believe they're... I don't think so. Okay, got one more thing. Mother's rolling her eyes. Well, she's not rolling her eyes because she's already turned us off. So we don't have to worry about Mother.
She's turned us off quite a while.
We're not going to worry about Mother anymore.
Love you, Mom.
Love you too. Love you. Love you, Mom. Has anybody heard of, well, of course you've heard of the Primrose Yarn Company, but have you heard of the Witching Hour?
Oh my goodness. Amy, that's another one that I think is really hard to get a hold of. How are you staging all of
It's in the
these?
stars. It's in the stars. This is a beautiful light olive green and grays and blacks.
Looks like there's a
And
purple undertone.
there
Is
is a
there?
little pink in here and purple. Yes, purple. I don't know if this is a good spot for my podcast with the light. Actually, the light looks pretty good. So,
It looks almost like more like taupe, not green. It looks more like a tan, brownish
no, it's a
tan.
green.
Is it
It's a
green?
green. Yeah, that's one. I guess that's not showing up right. Maybe because my shirt is maybe blowing it out a little bit. But when you go over there, you just can't buy one thing. It's just, I mean, seriously, you guys, you can't buy one thing from
She's
any
in the
easy dyer. It's a
UK
waste
too,
of an
right?
envelope. Yes, of course, when it's overseas, you must buy more than one of something. I had to get too many skeins of roller derby.
Oh my, she's the one that does that color. Look at
Hmm.
that. I would get a full skein of that. I'd
I know,
get
me too.
sweaters worth
I
of
think I'm
that.
going to go back. This is yellows and pinks and this beautiful
Eggplant?
grayish brown. It's hard to, there's some black, pops of black. I mean, isn't that beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
So those just really kind of, I
I
mean,
would I would pair the baby yak with that.
with this, after you've just told me I must knit it without any other colors. See, this is what happens. Oh yeah, that would be beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Chocolate brown. Can you believe we have to actually leave our babies while we go away?
I know.
Okay, that's all that I
Are
got. Is
you?
that not enough?
It's plenty. Are you going to carry on, or are you going to check your bag?
I've been thinking about that and thinking about that. And one of the things, like you said, if we check a bag and it gets lost, oh my God, I will cry. Like one of my children has been lost at the airport. However, I think I'm going
You're
to have to
flying
check a bag.
direct, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Well, no, I've got to stop over, Debbie. It was cheaper. I think I'm
Oh,
stopping over in like Charlotte or something.
I'm
You did rent
struggling
the
with it
car,
because I
didn't
want to.
you?
I want to bring a big bag, and the
Why
only
don't
way you
we?
can do that is to check it. If I bring a
I think,
small bag, we'll have to ship our stuff home, and that's going to be an arm and a leg.
who cares? The post offices have boxes that we can put the stuff in and send back. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a small project bag with a couple things I want to knit on the trip, and I'm going to pack everything else in the luggage.
And you're going to.
I'm going to check a bag, and I'm going to have plenty of room to bring stash back. I'm just going to do that because we've got things to take with us that we won't be coming back with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So are you going to put those things in your carry-on little backpack so they don't get lost, and just put your clothes in the big bag?
I'm just going to put everything in the big bag except for what I'm knitting on in the plane.
You're going to trust TSA to.
Yes, and I'm going to trust them. If not, then I can wear. Sue will let me borrow her granny panties. Or Connie's granny panties. Connie doesn't wear granny panties. What are we talking about? Sue probably doesn't even wear granny panties.
You wear granny.
I don't wear granny panties. Now, we've already talked about the toilet once in this podcast. Must we again? Okay. Anyway, are we
You
finished?
so wear granny panties.
I so do not. What do you mean? I'm not even going to tell you what I'm wearing right now
Okay.
below what you can see.
How wide is the seam on the side of your panties, and we'll decide. No, I don't believe you.
Well, I can't show you today because I don't have any on, but I am wearing pants. Don't make me go and get a pair of my panties to show you. Don't make our viewers go through that.
Okay,
Okay?
I won't. I won't.
Okay, so we're going to be, just as a wrap up, we're
Yes.
going to be drawing tomorrow in the morning, California time, October 2nd. The two winners, one from the chatter thread, one from the FO thread, periscoping sisters on Ravelry for the Mystery Knit Along 3-piece in a pod.
Right.
Next week, we're going to randomly pull somebody from the comments from this podcast with talking about the prompt. What color would you knit your red herring hat in. So that person will win a copy of Soprano Knits Red Herring Hat Pattern.
Right.
Official, unofficial Rhinebeck hat.
Right.
And we are not going to be podcasting until probably the weekend after Rhinebeck, but you may see us on Periscope at Rhinebeck.
You will definitely see us on Periscope at Rhinebeck. Our house has Wi-Fi. Is that correct?
Okay. I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll do it at the house.
Think of all the people that we may could have on there. All kinds of guest appearances.
And I'll probably take video. I'll take some video clips at Rhinebeck so that we can put it in the podcast.
You're going to have to edit all that. Don't complain to me. It took you 3 hours to edit because you were having to put movies in there.
No, not that. No, with that you just
add it to the end.
Yeah. I'll just put them at the end or
Okay.
at the beginning. I'll split them between the end and the beginning.
Okay. Is there anything else we must talk about? You're going to get a picture of Mom's
Yes.
shaggy
coat. Okay. I can't wait. Exactly a week and a half. I'm taking a red eye on Wednesday night. My flight is a red eye, and I'm going to get no sleep. I'm going to take one of James's muscle relaxer pills before I get on the plane. I have to get a couple
hours. They're
hours.
Be calling me in the airport. Whoever needs to claim this drunk, not sure what's wrong with her, dragging a knitting bag behind her.
No.
Does this person belong to anybody?
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
I can't wait. So we're there. We get there before Rhinebeck ever starts. We get there early Thursday morning.
Before the sheep even show up.
I know. And then we don't
leave
until
car?
Monday, right? Monday morning.
Right.
We do have a car. I took care of that, sister.
Okay, thank you. I took care of the house. You took care of the car.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to
fly
to Albany.
If you see us, you need to come say hi because I have all these buttons we have to get rid of.
Yes, we have at least 3,000 of them.
No, we don't have that many. Oh my God.
We have some other things to give too.
We do?
Yeah. I'll let you know about it. Okay.
Tell me later.
Okay, I'll tell you later. Okay, so next time we'll talk, it'll be after Rhinebeck, and it may be a whole podcast of stuff we bought.
Yes.
No talk about anything else. That was a complete lie. You know there's going to be talk about other things. But anyway, don't hold it to us.
Okay.
So if you can't be kind,
be quiet. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye, Aim. Oh, we got to get better at that.
I know. It's bad. Bye.